Hey, what's up? Welcome back into it. We've remade the lobby. Everything is Gucci. Everything is perfect. What do I say to start? I asked chat, and they said, say Larson is a boosted bonobo. Some other guy said Jamira said, bye, Boogie. All right. Thank you, I guess.
Wow,
Are you a
Larson
boosted
got
bonobo?
wrecked. Holy moly.
No, that's his thing. Boosted bonobo was like a meme in his chat. Do you know the meme? Actually, you should know the meme because it's from World of Warcraft, and you guys kind of mess around with that, right?
Nah, I'm not a big fan of World of Warcraft, man.
I thought you guys are nerds.
I mean,
Uh,
do I have to revisit like the past 20 years of my life?
no.
Nah, I don't think so.
Actually,
I
20
just didn't
years?
play.
I thought you were 19.
I'm almost 33, man. Yeah, but I didn't play that much MMO. I just played a lot of card games and World of Warcraft card game. But when it comes to MMO, didn't have time.
A lot
but
of card games. So Lothar banned from Las Vegas confirmed. All right.
yeah, let's focus on PUBG though, because
do it.
this is the last map of season 1, week 1, and this is the
For
second time
you.
we play. Yes.
We got any after this. Whoop.
Exactly, but now we're focusing on Miramar the second time today, and this time we look at that straight plane south to north, splitting the map in two.
What do you call a milk producing bee, Lothar?
Milk bee.
Booby.
Wow.
Boogie support the French team by saying Wesh Ça va, ma chérie de France. Welcome in. Yes, listen as well to the Turkish people in here. Kokdila to all the Ruskies. What do we say in Polish?
Pozdrowienia.
Pozdrowienia. We actually don't have a lot of. I think there's one or two Polish players at best on this map right now.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
What happened to PUBG in Poland, man? Tell me.
There's a lot of teams actually that try to qualify for many different tournaments, including this one. But I guess they didn't have enough luck or skills. Who knows? But in the meantime, teams are landing in the middle. This time, Pecado is again empty. Look at this. What the hell is happening with Pecado? No one just likes to jump there.
There you go. Talking about Las Vegas, right? Pecado, the city of sin. Pecado in Spanish means sin.
I mean, it's kind of similar to what we have in Erangel, right? Usually, there's one team on school. If that team doesn't jump it, then it's free.
I think I know what happened, man. In qualifiers, there were about 3 teams every time going Pecado. GLL qualies.
You think that's because of the teams having an experience with this map? So
Yeah. But no, not because they're inexperienced in particular with this map, because they're inexperienced with one another on this map.
Yeah, I mean, that's
what you meant.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Okay. Circle, no water. Yes, boy.
Yeah.
Let's freaking go, baby. No freaking water in this one. So, there you go. I think that's what happened, because we were talking about it earlier on at the previous match. For you guys who's just tuning in here, here's what teams do. Teams, the high-tier teams have a private EU and NA Scrim Discord, and they all scrim on their private server, right? So what they do is they challenge a city. For example, let's say Havo goes Primorsk, right, on Miramar. So, or sorry, on Erangel, as the NA dudes say. So if, let's say, Method want to challenge them, and they run them out of Primorsk 10 times, let's say 10 days in a row, then Havo are going to stop going there and competitive.
Yeah, but
That's kind of the deal, right? But with this one, teams haven't necessarily made their path, because these teams particularly, not all of them are in that Scrim Discord.
That's what I wanted to bring out, because, you can scrim in your own soup for like a very long time, but if you're going to not stir it up, then it's going to get burnt, right? And
Damn.
all
right.
freaking
chef Lothar.
The analogy, right? Well, anyway, the metaphor,
what?
actually. Well, the thing is, that was just Polish thing. Never mind.
Okay.
So, in this case,
Kind of
if we have
talking
new,
about here, man.
yeah, if we have new teams coming in this tournament, then we're gonna
spicy.
have really like anxious situations for every single team, because
the
they are
start,
not
yeah.
gonna have slightest idea where the teams are landing, and they're gonna end up with teams contesting, different cities against each other. Look at Los Leones right now.
Yeah.
What the hell is happening here?
Well, I mean,
We have Penta, we have Vitality, and we have, on top of that, Cap of Magic and his bros. So this is gonna be a really weird situation, because Avenker and Simsi, as usual, they're getting kind of split in the beginning. We had seen that in the previous map.
Yeah.
All of them were split. On the east side of the
Where's
map.
Where's their fourth?
We have
Ultra Star is all the way at the bottom. Yeah,
Lux, Simsi, Avenker, and where's the first one?
No, Ultra Star is at the very bottom. Oh, wait. Oh, what happened here?
Oh man, that.
Oh, Lockwood stuck between a
I think he still lives.
and a
Look,
fence
he's
place.
moving. He's moving. Oh, okay, there's
His
the box.
teammate got wrecked. Did they get out?
That is
Wait, no.
really weird. What just happened here?
They crashed into one another and somehow.
Those are two different teammates. I mean, sorry, two different teams.
I think it's two different teams. Okay, so Lockwood, Pybas, Jambawe. They might be teammates. Oh no. Let's have a look. Crimson Esports have already lost one. There you go.
One. Oh my god.
Oh.
All right, we would need a replay out of that, but I'll have to be kind of dug out of replay of one of those players. But man, what happened here?
I want to know. I want to find out.
That was weird.
Spicy stuff. There you go. Circle indeed showing itself as we spoke earlier on. And oh, this time around, Vitality wants to play Monkey quite close to Avenger, and Monkey can hear Avenger monkey around. Will Monkey take the shots? No, he's behind a lot of walls there. You should probably tell Avenger's just gonna just casually stroll out of the situation. Monkey can run all he wants. There's no chance for him to spot anybody at this time. There you go. His building's load in. You saw how much cover he has to go through. Now, what's the possibility here for Crimson? Because they're gonna have to play as twos, man.
Man, Crimson has a really tough Miramar maps. Last time they were completely out of the circle. Now, not only they're completely out of the circle, they also lost 2 members. So, and they're gonna have tough time going through those bridges because every single bridge is taken by another team. In the meantime, Knights are being split in the entire map. Look at that. Voxsheets in the middle. Then we have Krama and Dredon and Survivor going west side, and this is gonna be a huge problem. Weatherman, what do you have for us? How's the weather looking? What's the wind and where's blowing?
So we're gonna be looking at some frags first off because Vox is just powering down Gustav very, very nicely. We'll talk about the weather in a few. I'm already standing up here. Wookie Bookie's gonna go in a bit of search here. He needs to take Voxes down at least a little bit so that Voxix steps out of this fight. But it doesn't look like he's gonna be doing that. Voxix still going a bit aggressive. Just watch his angles now. He's going to be making his way out. But, oh, the lads have lost him. No, actually, Gustav's still in it. Like, what's going down? I'm so confused. I'm watching this at like 10 FPS right now on the weather.
It's fast forwarding. That's what I can tell you.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, on my monitor, we have map. We're talking about here now what's going to happen. Method taking the west side of the circle. They have really good position right now, but in the middle there's going a really big storm right now. All the teams kind of trying to get middle, which is kind of interesting because we don't have many compounds there already, so teams have to split.
Oh, let's have a look at the map. Let's see how they can group up together. I don't know when it's going to be happening, but I'm sure it's going to be happening for me as well in my little corner of the world. We'll see what works out anyway. We'll come back into the map for a minute. Someone taking some shots here. Who is it and why?
Well, this is Stab and Wookie taking shots at... Who was that? That's really a lot of teams in the middle. So there are like nicknames overlapping at each other. I think they're taking now shots at Knights, if I'm not mistaken. By the way, Wookie and Wacky Jackie need to play in the same team.
Oh, Wacky Jackie. All right. Looks like we got the match back up. Let's have a look at the map. Let's analyze the map a little bit. Have a look at the rotations if we zoom out. Just a tiny yoke. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome in. It's your boy, Skinny Analyst. Not so skinny. Well, I sucked my gut, so now it looks like, hey, how's it going?
Hey, if you're gonna have like this green, more green on you, you're gonna have a green screen, then you're gonna be, very thin. I
come from Ireland, man. We have to wear it. In Ireland, the green screens are a different color because we're green. I live in Ireland. But yeah, let's have a look at let's zoom in a little bit on Knights and Method because they are grouped in a very good spot. There's going to be, you can see here, Lumber Mill as well as a different team as well. Method are grouping up forces on this area, so they're going to be putting up a fight here. Knights are going to try to transition somewhere close to Team Blank, so this might potentially be a difficult time for Team Blank, as you can see, as Knights will most likely push in there because Knights don't necessarily have anything else to work with here. So that's going to be the reason why Knights might actually end up dead early on into the game, which, by the way, is something that we haven't seen all throughout the match. So this needs to be said. Knights have really positioned themselves well, and they knew how to stay alive so far. Let's get back into the game for a second, and we'll see what happens there.
All right, well, the circle's closing slowly. I mean, this is a huge map, so no one really has that much haste to go with, but Trefali and his team are getting really good fights on Knights, but at the same time they're keeping other teams away from each other. Catastic with his teammates now. Getting shot at, and Knights are getting demolished in that vehicle.
Okay, so now I actually want to look at the map and zoom out a little bit. Let's see what's going on. No, sorry, zoom into that position where the Knights are, which is smack dab in the middle of the... Zoom out a little, and let's go. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Papa. So, where Knights came in here, they didn't necessarily actually have any kind of chance. They tried to move in from this position, and in here you must consider that this is where initially Wookie Bookie was looting with the rest of Lumber Mill. They also took in a little bit of water change around that spot. Method as well coming in from that angle. Of course, they had Team Blank on this side, so Knights were caught in between a rock and a hard place. There was no easy way to transition. The only safe way would have been for Knights to go into the graveyard zone. That would have been the only way that it could have stayed alive. Let's go back into the game super fast because, man, Miramar, I don't have a chance to speak. We got a lot of action happening here. What's going on?
That's weird, right? Usually on Miramar, you don't really have that much action.
On Erangel, yeah.
Yeah.
But on Miramar, wow. Okay, so no analysis on Miramar. Lesson learned.
Penta met with FaZe and Jempty just got ruined. Ooh. But he's hiding in the bush. Maybe someone will run to him and rescue him. But in the meantime, Simsi trying to get an angle of the rest of the FaZe. Dab have the high ground advantage. Simsi knows what's happening, so now he just takes the time to heal up and go back with his team to take on FaZe, I assume. Or they'll just, fall back, get a better positioning.
Miss Ellie, så god mannen. A request to speak Swedish. What Swedish words do you know, Lothar?
I know a name of a city, which is Jönköping.
Jönköping. Så good. Very good.
Oh, seriously, it's almost dead. Look at that damage.
Where does he take shots from? Fantastic. Actually, he's going to be bringing him down from a different perspective, far away.
That is like 500 meters.
Ooh, that's
Holy
more than
moly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 500 meters. Okay. Got overhyped.
But still, 500 meters, it's really far away with the M4. That's a huge drop. So nice shots from Katastic here. I think from Katastic, actually.
Ha ha ha. Papa Boogie is effing great. Thank you, Theo. Yeah, there you go. Katastic is freaking great, man. Those long shots really coming against FaZe right now. FaZe are in a bit of a dire spot. I didn't think I would stay this, but Knights and FaZe have a rough start at the game. They normally know how to rotate, how to set themselves into the circle. It just seems that the current circle right now, as it stands, it's a bit uncomfortable for these teams.
Well, I don't want to judge, how much they kind of practice Miramar, but at the same time, with all those circles and different teams landing, you might get a little bit of confusion in the beginning, and then just, a one weird rotation and gonna be really in a bad spot. So this is a little bit of a learning experience for every single team, I think, especially when it comes to Miramar. But look at that circle coming to the east side with a lot of mountains in it and a lot of compounds at the same time. This is actually a nice circle as an ending.
Yeah, the only spot that I'm concerned about is La Bendita. That's a very hard trajectory to navigate.
Nice shots from FaZe.
And that's just one guy now left for the Knights. That is so unfortunate for Knights. They have a very, very rough start for the last match here.
Well, honestly, whenever I'm, driving the buggy, I'm riding the buggy as a passenger, I just feel every second that I'm gonna die. It just always happens, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a monk-ass vehicle, if anything. But it's actually a very viable method of transportation. Hey, not without a wheel, though, Mixie. Still, he's
I can still make it work when he's just driving down the hill. I think.
All right, what do you think now, Mixie? What if? Oh my God! You know what would be sick if you actually used the nade to try and flip it back and try and drive it again? Oh, Mixie won it, man. He tried. Mixie, the little engine that could. There you go.
That would be really low on HP though. Could have been blown out every single second. Look at that! What happened? A Method taking shots at Vai, and they got him. Yeah. Some nice shots, especially with that kind of score. How do you even see it?
Yeah, I don't know. AT's got some alien freaking technology right here, dude. Oh my God, so that's a... Wait, what is that?
Red dot with 4 times score.
On top of a mini, on top of an 4X, on top of a red dot. I love it, man. I love it.
That's a long-range close combat weapon.
That's a long-range close combat weapon. That is exactly what it is. Crimson's still making it late.
Look at that Crimson. What they're doing.
TSM.
They have the exact reverse situation of the previous map.
Yeah. Yeah. True. That's Crimson Eye for you. And Marlborough seems to be working out so far for them. And actually, they're letting a lot of teams die at this moment in time. So, kudos to them. for doing this right now. FaZe found themselves a place in Minas Generales, but Minas Generales is a very hard place to defend, and also to the south of that, there's so much open area. FaZe are going to get breached in right now, as you can see, and they have no option to put a stop to it. Or do they? Plus FaZe finds himself a killer. Claus is still around. Is it Santa Claus? Did he bring any presents for the boys in FaZe? Have the boys in FaZe been good enough?
What do they need?
Or
Feels like they have everything already.
Hang on, is he Santa Claus or is he
I have no clue.
like a divorce clause, like a contract clause?
Those are some jokes that I don't really follow.
Well, check, have a look at this. He almost seemed like he was blown up clause for a moment. But
Alright, I got that one.
I don't know how he didn't actually connect. You get up, see, you get the stuff with the blow up. Such a dirty mind, man.
Exactly. Anyway, that was Team Empire getting wrecked by Hexade from a FaZe. This is really a tough situation to like shoot each other from that squad. But Vitality in the meantime getting shot on Alliance. Shiv getting shot from the back. Alliance getting split. VZ had somewhere in the just in the middle of nowhere when the other teammates of him are just driving, but he is getting shot from both angles, and that's end of him.
And the support that he got from his teammate from Shadow to enable him to move out. Monkey's got to be smoking in on, nading in on Fever. Oh, that nade almost connected. Fever goes onto the other side and will be safe for now. But still, he will be something dealt with here. Shadow already making a move with his buggy. Might get the angle onto Fever. This is a crossfire that I don't see Fever escaping anytime soon. When Alliance have your name on a bullet, you're not going to avoid that bullet. Unless you got a smoke. Or it doesn't matter.
That is a nasty shot from Shadow. Holy moly.
Hey,
that was nasty. Just in the middle of the smoke, he got the shot. Really fantastic shot. I mean, you know, when you say about shooting into smokes, it's some luck involved, but at the same time, you need to take those sort of shots. And you miss all the shots you don't take. Meteor from Alliance getting blown to bits in that vehicle. And did he die? No, he did not. That bus is taking a huge beating right now. It's like really took 40 or 50 hits. Oh, that's a nice nade. Almost so close.
Oh, but the second one comes in. Snoopy deals the damage. Oh, lordy, and he continues on the reign of death. Whew. Man, Grubby, last week, Pajama got himself a quad kill. Sorry, not last week at the qualifiers. He got himself a quad freaking kill with the nade. Or two nades, right?
Really?
Yeah, man, it was, oh my god, it was sexy AF. This time around, his teammate, Snoopy, gets himself a freaking long-range baseball out of the court type of deal, nade.
That was a home run. That's for sure.
And now Genside and FaZe. Well, he's going to be in a biker gang.
God, Kylan got absolutely demolished while jumping, and now he got killed while driving with full force and doing like 80-bit flexes, and Fast Face is taking the same to his face, shot some, and he's down.
Yeah, definitely not up. There you go, Snoopy going to be grouping up with his team to tell the story of that nade. And 4 vehicles on the odds and Grubby. Doing pretty good, seems. Shade is going to be kicked out of Pokemon. Bronco probably let a little fart in there, and now he left. Next circle, though, coming up, we'll see a lot of teams come in from the... Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see a lot of teams come in from the south west side of it. We'll see how that one pans out. We'll get back to you in a second, guys. We'll be right back.
All right, Kinguin taking the east side of the circle. They're gonna have a really good positioning angle onto the next circle as soon as it closes, because now they'll have a high ground advantage at basically everyone coming from south and west side at the same time.
Indeed, Couple Magic taking shots. Nobody down to his name still. Couple Magic will be trying hard. Genside peeking him now. Oof, less than half HP on Couple Magic. He needs to play this one safe. He's going to group up with his teammates here. They're in the circle, so they don't necessarily need to go for this fight. Maybe later on, they might pursue.
Another amazing shot on Cup of Magic.
Indeed. That's the
was
guy
so close to being knocked down.
Yeah, barely left breathing. But he would have had the support of his teammates close. Should he have fallen down? That's the upside, I suppose, of playing.
This was the first time I actually saw the poster El Diablo. Whoa, that's an amazing shot by Orax.
Backstab. Oh, Grubby in a very hard spot. Vitality pushing all together, very close to one another. They're going to get the res on their teammate as well. That smoke, well, it's going to be a bit too deep. Won't necessarily block out visibility from the rest. Pushing in here, a chance, an attempt for Grubby to run away, but it doesn't pan out nice. Or actually takes Shade down. Pokemon now, the last one stayed alive from his squad here. Not going to be live for too long here as Monkey pushes in with Shiv on top. Shiv will get the closer, and I feel like he should be able to get the closer on this one. Oh, he actually spots a different guy. No, it is him. It is Pokemon making a run for it. And he makes it out alive.
Well, now they have time to use the mats. Take also good
Pajama
from their opponents.
So Pajama Inota is the last one staying alive for Grubby, and he's going to have to play as a solo right now. With 15 teams left alive, this would be a very bad place for him to die. Now, Espo on the outside getting peppered in by Genside, and they're going to have another squad coming in against him. Pretty Exalt Gaming will spot them as well. But
that was some nice shots from Misa in return to Kemba when he was getting shot at. Oh, that final shot from, who was that? Kronex. That was a really long-range shot.
And Espo don't necessarily have a chance to enter through any other by any other means into the circle, so they're trying to make a run for it. You can see the HP is dinking down quite heavily. Didgeridoo will make it into. Hoyoko's going to try and group up as well. He can go in without using the first aid kit, but he's got a prone as soon as he gets in. There he goes. So they're going to be safe for now, and they have the circuit as well. The next one, that's to say. The next one coming in here, we'll see Crimson and Kingwin, as well as Tindergold, in a bad spot. They try to go in from a different position. But Kingwin's already on the move. Kingwin's already going to be coming in close. However, Kingwin's taking fire. Let's see how they deal with it.
It's actually not looking that bad for them, since both of those teams have good cover. They can take the long-range shots, but in the meantime, they can just travel into the circle and be safe there. But at the same time, they're going to be approaching other teams when they're going to be closer to the circle. So Method, even though they're on the other side of the circle, this is going to be close around 500 meters across, and that means with all the 4x scopes and 8x scopes, they're going to be able to shoot at each other. Now it depends all on what type of cover the teams can find. Cup of Magic trying to get some angle on FCE.
Oh, that's his M249. It does a lot of damage, but doesn't get the kill. Martin takes him down instead. And that's up to Kingwood now to get the res. And they will. It's not going to be that difficult to do, but still, they have to play this one safe. They have to cover their angles and cover their tracks so that their enemies don't push against them. Martin wants to peek out a little bit there. Will he do just that? Vard, in the meantime, takes some shots, misses his. He's going to have to go for a booster. Whilst his teammate will get the res right now, rather. With a good smoke from Larson. A little help from Daddy Larson. Larson, man, he's such a good teacher. He's such a good IGL. I literally see this guy becoming a PUBG teacher, honestly. He's got that kind of quality to him. A very nice guy. Anyway, will we see a lot of fights on the western side? This is what my question would be at this moment in time. Because otherwise, there shouldn't be too much fighting.
This time, a little bit of luck shines to Method, because they have a, let's say, a solitude peace of mind on that west side of the circle when they're just gonna be hugging the circle, having high ground, facing FaZe down south, but they have the numbers. They have 4-on-2, and they have just, they can take their time when it comes to duels and just see what's gonna happen with next circle. So when it comes to Gen's side, now those guys gonna have a really tough nut to crack, because they're gonna be sandwiched between two players.
And you start things off saying that's going to be a hard nut to crack, and then you say they're going to get sandwiched in between two players.
I like my food.
Ow.
And snacks.
Miracle, does he know? Oh my god, this guy's a legend. However, he doesn't get the nade in time. Then Martin scared away, though. So that nade was not for nothing. Martin will definitely not going to be peeking through that angle again. Now, Vitality, look at Oraxi actually making a move against Genside. What is he trying to achieve? I think he just wants a bit of information just to make sure that the left of his squad isn't going to be taken away. There's not going to be any movement here so far. It seems all the while, though, it looks like Tindergold might be making a push against against Lumbermill up on the north of the circle. Let's have a look at that and see how that one pans out. If you have a look at the map and go up a bit north, it's just tab left from
Kingwin has to be happy with this circle. The same goes for Method. They can just move basically 50 meters and gonna be in the circle. And they don't even really have to abandon their cover because it's basically the same position.
Yes, indeed. We'll see how it pans out.
But now look at FCE coming right into face.
Let's see what happens here. Actually, we're going to be looking at Vard in the meantime here, taking some stray shots. FC Espo have a chance to move in on the outside of that rock.
This is gonna be rough. FCE coming straight into face, but face, I think they know. They feel that someone is gonna take their flank.
They're checking their angles, but they're not checking them long enough. First, doesn't go in for the shot just yet. M16, 4X. Here comes Haxetti, and here goes Haxetti. However, Mixie's quick on the retour, takes one down. Can't find more than that. He knows there's a lot more to work with here. Punches the air in frustration, and well, that's the end of phase.
Well, that was
this match.
a rough situation. I mean, unless they would have like 10 or 20 smokes, I don't see how they would make it through that open space.
Yeah, man. It wouldn't have been an easy task at all. We'll see how it pans out later on. Anyway, good tastic now, putting in some shots. Looks like Genside are on the quick side. Lefty blank. Fantastic with the 4X. Tries to scope it onto Andrea. Won't be spotting in too much. Now they need to make a move. Team Black need to make themselves a move indeed. Vitality as well. Catch or slightly caught by the blue and now caught by the bullets of their enemies.
Honestly, those cars are not looking best when it comes to insurance. I wouldn't sell any insurance to those cars actually at all. So they need to get it out as soon as possible. Vitality riding those vehicles with the last breath of hope.
Yes, indeed. Gaxi is actually going to be finding the frag against Shadow's body, and Monkey's going to be down as well. Shift now with a chance, but not for long, because Gaxi, whew, the aggressor, man, comes in with that sexy M249.
He's doing a reload while still having 67 bullets in it.
I mean, he does, yeah, but I know. Who knows if you're going to find 100 enemies in front of you. Oh, look at that reload. Comes in handy, does it? Not necessarily. He doesn't find the frag. Instead, enemy, you know.
Well, he had no
Pybus.
Helmet, no
Gaxi
head
and Pybus.
protection.
Both guys from Russia, actually. Gaxi and Pybus.
Mm-hmm.
Suka Blia is what one of them said. Well, the other one said, yo, buddy. I'm not going to say that.
I'm just shaking my head.
I didn't say it.
All right,
and
well.
Look at Andy. They still have 3 people. Sorry, look at Method. They still have 3 people in the circle. They're looking pretty good right now.
Wait, Method needs that win. And need a lot of kills. I'm not sure if he can even have, you know, a top 8 finish after this game. But maybe. They need to try it.
Yes, indeed. Good task approaching now. His teammates close to him again. I love the way they play this one. Team Black as well as Team Alliance did the previous one. They know that there might be one stream member.
By the way, Crimson Esports still is alive. They made all that voyage from the south side to the west side, sorry, to the east side of the circle, and there's still one guy left.
Wait, which guy's left? I'm actually curious to see. Yeah, it's Pybus. Not for long though, man. Caster Couriers, man.
Whoops.
As soon as you said so.
What? Sorry, bro.
Yep, there you go. Cloudtail now spots at him in the distance there. Vard's not going to be shot on.
Well, he has an he has a mini there, so he would have to land like 4 shots to actually...
About 8, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not an easy one. Andy, look at Andy's aggression here, and it might pay out for him. He's got that nade. He cooks it. He's going to be throwing it a bit far, but that's going to be an already cooked.
Height advantage for the other team. No way of nailing that nade.
Andy's known for lifting a little bit. Do you even lift, bro? Yes, he does. But you can't really lift those nades so high uphill. So you can't blame him for it. Or he's not taking no shots. Squad or Royale Banditos.
Cloud10 jumping to just see where their opponents are. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah, absolutely. Kingwood now are going to be taking shots at Royal Banditos. Vard is going to be coming out with a close. Royal Banditos lost ones. They're playing as 2 at the moment. You can also see that a lot of teams have lost their members. Ooh. Not an easy task for pretty much anybody unless you're Kingwood or Method at this moment in time, it seems.
Blanco losing a member right now. Katastic getting knocked, but they still have the height advantage, so they can allow themselves to just get the res, lose the 10 seconds.
Look at the open area, though. It's pretty much all widely open. This is not going to go to the last circle. This is definitely not going to. You can have all the smokes in the world. This is not going to go to the last circle. Oh, that bush protected whoever was in it from getting a kill by Cloud. It was fantastic, actually, in that bush. All right, so there you go. That's a smart use of it. In the meantime, Team Blank make their way closer.
Interesting to see them push
Royale
already. with usage of that smoke. They have a small hill in front of them, but it's not going to help from the south side of the circle.
Yes, indeed. Here come Blank. Royal Banditos caught between their up place, but still, look at Blank. They're taking shots from Kinguin. And the Royal Banditos want to join in on the fun. Gavorka leading the path, carving a path for his teammates to go in through.
They're going to need to go
They're
into
gonna
the circle.
They're going to need him. And here they come out. And as they come out, that nade actually fails. Doesn't necessarily go in there.
That was necessary to advance, otherwise they're going to be eaten up by the circle or going to be eaten up by those guys in the shed. So this is going to be a really tough moment for them.
An attempt by Gavorka made here to try and save it. Oh, but they know exactly.
Yeah, heard the steps.
Yeah, they heard the steps and they know exactly where they downed Rick's nest. That's why they put in the shots on Gavorka as well. Now, he's got a sliver of life to work with here, but he should have the support of his teammates playing in close to him. In the meantime, we see 2 downs on the top there. I think that was Lumberville. Larson or Phaser actually took them down.
Kinguin split in 2 sides.
Oh, how?
Very nice move by Kinguin actually, because now they can pincer every single team from both sides, and that if that works, they're gonna have tons of kills.
They're gonna have a good time. Oh, Phaser, Jiggle peeking in and out. Larson didn't spot him. That's a danger moment right now. Method 2, Kinguin 3. We also have some lads from Royal Bandito still alive into the game. Team Blank still into the game. You see the Vegas Squadron have 2 as well. And Vegas Squadron actually have 1 guy in the circle. Let's see this fight though. Larson pushes in. He heard that stun grenade come in for Phaser. He saw the trajectory as well. Clearly he did. And now he's going to try to go for the aggressive peek. Phaser's going to be ready for this one. But it's not going to be enough. Larson, already ADS, will find the kill. And the closer one as well. Beautiful effort. 12 seconds left. Super fast looting and a fast first aid used now, probably. Yep, there she goes. And they're going to have to make their way in. Andy's playing alone. Andy won't necessarily go for the peak unless he's some sort of a, I don't know, lunatic. We'll find out. Fight between Team Blank and Kinguin starts to brew. Miracle is 1 away. And there goes Katasik knocking him out there. Cloudtail has been knocked out as well from Royals. And here come all the fights into the world here in this open circle. This is going to be the closer. This is where things die. Andy trying to get himself inside of safety. Will he make it? Yes, he has. Kinguin now have lost 1, so they're playing a single. Blank have lost 1 member as well.
So it's 2v1 to v1.
Yeah, that's a Vegas Squadron type of situation because Vegas Squadron have 2 guys left alive here. If they stick together, they can make this happen. But Eddie Noah has a side flank. He knows where the guys from Kinguin are playing in, and he wants to get in for the kill.
And he's gonna nail it. Oh man, the backstab, and they're gone.
There she goes. Now should group up with his teammate. Sees the smoke from Andy. Can't shoot that way there. Katastik's gonna have to play this slow. No chance to rest Chris. Should be by all means and purposes Vegas Squadron's game. Is it gonna happen though? Katastik eats up a lot of bullets for 54th. As he moves in there, Andy's gonna have to make his way as well. There she goes. 2v1 situation. Can Andy clutch this one for his team? Let's find out.
And in the meantime, probably gonna check for nades. But Kinguin, I think, used every single resource they had before. So now they know that Andy was shooting at the guys from Kinguin, and they had the angle on that rock, so that gives him a lot of information. Now the confirmation goes to Andy and all. He knows exactly where Andy is. The question is, what will Andy do? Will he have some resources, less smokes, less utility, maybe some just even explosive nades? That's the ghost nade from Andy and all. Will it make it? Oh my god, that was such a close nade! Punched out Andy into the range of the weapons, Andy into the crossfire.
Does he not have a first
But they
aid?
didn't
Does not
nail.
have a first aid kit. He only has bandages. He's going to be using them as well. 54 does not dare to go for the side flank here. They know who they're up against. It's a very dangerous opponent. Andy needs 1 shot on that unhelmeted opponent. Well, not anymore, actually. The 5.56 has been toned down. So if you're further away than 80, 100 meters, you're not going to get a 1-shot headshot.
He doesn't even have more boosters, right? No, he still has 2 painkillers, but he's not using them for now. He knows that he doesn't have enough time. A painkiller is 10 seconds. 10 seconds here is more than life, actually.
Yes,
nice shot on Aninol. His vest is level 2, but is slowly getting wrecked, and the Silk is creeping on him. He needs to move outside of the cover. He has a left hill on the left. Has a hill on the left-hand side. Nice knock from Andy. 1v1 situation. Aninol is creeping up. But Andy has low HP. 2 shots, maybe even 1 is enough to take him down.
Oh my god, Andy. With 1 HP here, he's going to have to prone in. No chance for any kind of heals, and he goes for the shot, but Eddie No's got the best of him, and he's going to be closing it down with the GG and the chicken dinner. Holy smokes, what an ending there. Vegas Squadron shivering me timbers, man.
That was a really nice ending.
It was indeed. Wow, that was some top-notch manga-esque stuff. Brought to you by GLL. Beautiful effort.
And
let's have a look at
fair
the frags.
circle at the same time, because both teams had to push up, you know. And I think he actually killed 3 guys in the last circle.
Yep.
So that was a really valuable kills.
That shows you the importance of rotation. Vegas Squadron didn't meet that many enemies. They just made their way safely into the circles.
If I'm not mistaken, Kingwin, by taking the 4th place here, secured the 1st position on the map. And phase 13th. Ooh. We're gonna see how it goes in the end. You know, this was the 5th map during the first week of EU GLL. Right after that, we're gonna have NA. But we first we need to see.
Less than 40 minutes.
Oh really? Oh. Well, first we need to see the leaderboards for EU, but I think we'll get it after some break because it needs recalculation, and we're probably gonna see some replays as well because we had some sick highlights in this game.
Well, let me tell you about Vitality and how they performed. And they did magical indeed. Let's see. Shout here, putting in the shots. That was this was disgusting, man. Fever.
Nice shots, man.
Bodied, I tell you. Rax as well with his low cheeky push against Grubby. His teammates helping him out as well. This was pretty clean. This was a pretty clean situation. Now, the last one staying alive from Grubby tried to put in some shots. Didn't necessarily work out, so he ran away. Ran like the clappers, and he can't really blame him for it.
Yeah. I mean, the game was really pretty nice. I would have to say this was
I
the best Miramar map I ever had the occasion to cast.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It was pretty sexy. Right, let's have a look at Vegas Squadron against Eddie Noel. Well, not necessarily because Vegas Squadron has Eddie Noel in the... I don't know why I was told that.
Maybe,
no problem at all.
you know, it's kind of like a meme from League of Legends 1v9.
Yes, indeed. Eddie Noel actually taking down Kingwin. Okay, so there you go. That was a bit of a backstab. Kingwin didn't necessarily expect someone to be coming in from that direction because they didn't hear any shots in there.
Well, they had Andy on one angle, right? And they knew exactly what is happening there. So I think that was pretty clear that they need to pay attention to that position, because if he would commit to rezzing his teammate, right, then he would have his back onto Andy. And that means if Andy can push or just throw nades, they're dead.
They're
right?
dead, yeah.
At the same time, you need to take like the chances of, you know, if you're gonna take a duel and Andy peeks and you get a lucky shot on the head and you get that knock, then you can just revive your teammate and carry on.
Unless Eddie Noel is behind you.
Yeah, well, you know, that was a good situation by Vegas Squadron just to take advantage of that, you know, duel between those two teams, between Method and between Kingwin. They just won because of that. Because of that push, they won the game.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So,
because they're split 1+1.
Yep.
I'm not necessarily the promoter of splits, especially when you're 2 guys left in your squad. But this one was played to perfection. I really love the way they actually... They heard the shots, they went in for the frags. I think if you're going to do a split, like a lot of people are going to tell you, okay, so if you're doing a split, then you should do it passively so that you don't get the frags or that you don't get the downs yourself, because you get knocked out, you don't get a chance to get rest. I say do it like this. You know what I mean? Play aggressively, go in for your angles, hear the shots and go for the kill.
yeah,
And
that's
why the split
right?
works.
Yeah.
Exactly, because it's a crossfire, right? So there you go. That's the way the cookie crumbled for the 5th. And not final match. It might be final for EU, but we're going to be coming in, less than 40 minutes with the NA production brought to you by the same good old gents, Lothar and Boogie.
First break, and then we go into the leaderboards, right?
No. We're actually going to be having a look at the final fight here. Let's see how Andy put up
amazing.
with Vegas Squadron. Yeah. I really like the way it worked down. You know what? I'm going to keep you guys on your toes. We'll keep you guys waiting for that one. We're going to be looking at that one in just a moment. First off, let's have a look at another one here. Okay.
That's again, and you know.
Nah, but this time around, Kingo was already down. Okay, so he went against Katasik here. I don't know, did God's work here, man. He really got those important frags. Even if it was just 4 frags, he got all the...
Look at that nade, though. This is the moment when Method Andy was just pushed into the crosshairs for his opponents, but he immediately just backed down, and they didn't have the angle on that drop.
We got the POV for Eddie Noel. He heard Andy come. He heard him run away, and there you go, no helmet on. I think it was actually a body shot.
I mean, Andy was like a sliver of a health, so whatever hit would hit him would have been dead.
Yeah, true. And only bandages at that moment in time.
Yeah.
No utility as well, no needs. Anyway, Ladies and gents, this is what we've been waiting for. Let's see what these teams have been fighting for so far. The leaderboards for tonight's matches are going to be your winners. Team Kingwin, 974 points and 48. Let me say that again. 48 freaking frags.
That's a lot.
I'm jumping out of my freaking seat, dude. How the crap do you get 48 frags in 5
I mean,
matches?
that's average.
That's an average of 10 frags almost.
Almost 10 frags per game. That is pretty crazy. But also not a surprise that Team Kingwin is actually taking the first place in the EU Week 1. In second place, FaZe with 38 kills. Then we have Exalt Gaming, which kind of came as a surprise in the last few games, because they had really bad opening, but then game 4 and 5 on Miramar went perfectly into their plans. And then we have Crimson Esports, really surprised by that placing us to as well, because the two last Miramar maps went kind of awful. Like the early game for Crimson, they were kind of bad.
Here's the thing: they're Russians. They're not used to. They're not used to dusty maps. If you give them snow on a Vaki, they're gonna be. No, I'm just kidding. I literally just got a private message right now from PBS, from Pybus saying, "We're Lithuanians, bro. What the crap?" He doesn't know about the Gaxi meme that he was playing on 20 FPS.
Actually, we didn't talk about the bottom 8 of the lobby. Can we get the leaderboard back?
They're not ready, I think. If they would have been ready, I think we would have been given them.
I mean, we had the leaderboard already.
Oh, you want
right?
to see this one? Yeah. Sorry. Let's show this one for our.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
because now we can talk about the bottom 8 that goes into the.
You always want to talk about the bottom, Lothar. What the crap?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
The bottom. The
Why would you
8
wanna do
last teams. So we have Empire, Knights, Penta, Lumbermill, Genside, Vitality, FC Espo, Blank, Method, and Tindergold. All of those teams are gonna be moved.
They're going at the bottom.
They're gonna go to the lesser lobby for the next week.
Yeah.
And they're going to earn less points for next week, because 8 teams from the Bravo division will going to go into the Alpha division.
That's exactly what's going to be happening here. And the teams from Bravo are going to be coming into Alpha. So there she blows. We're going to show you the top scores as well for pretty much everybody. Until we do that, though, I think it's about time for a break. I'm just waiting for confirmation here. And we're going to have the DJ back at you. So see you guys for the indie production in about half an hour. Until then, we're going to go get a little bit of a rest, because we're getting ranked up in this beer.
Yeah, it's a little bit long.
We love it. It's PUBG, man. See you guys soon.